you're like, man, I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
I feel like people who are skinny, and I was like, man, I really want that, but I've already got one.
Yeah, see, my son, he's 15, he's about to be 16. He's like, Dad, all my friends play PlayStation. I've just got an Xbox. I need a PlayStation. And I'm like, you have the money for that. And he's like, well, no, I was hoping you would be able to loan me the money. I'm like, no. Yeah. So no, that's actually what he did. He's actually got a job and he's saving up for his PS5. Or sometimes people like to collect tennis shoes. See, I never understood that. I think it's a cool hobby if you like tennis shoes and stuff like that. But, the next time a pair of Air Jordans come out, people are dropping hundreds of dollars to get it, and they never want to wear it because they don't want to crease their shoes.
I was going to GameStop one time, and they was down there, and they took the TV out, and the whole entire GameStop, Nels and I can go around the whole entire building, and it was a storefront like GameStop.
It's crazy.
And I was like, yeah, no, we're going to this GameStop.
So, you can usually spot greed in today's gospel lesson. Greed wants God to fix other people. The text shows us a young man who came to Jesus and said, make my brother give me half of my father's money. Jesus didn't take the bait on that one, y'all. Nor did he fix his brother. You see, it's easy to want God to fix the people who disagree with us. I cannot count how many times I have said, God, just make this one person think the same way that I do. It'd make everything get better. Or better yet, check this out. A lot of teenagers go through this being like, God, that person over there, I want that person to be my boyfriend or girlfriend. Lord, make them want me, And I'm just pointing out the random spot. But still, we want God to fix other people so they think and feel the way that we do. And that is greed. That is greed at its finest. So, it's telling that Jesus said, I am not the court system. I am a rabbi. As a rabbi, I tell you to be on guard because life is more than abundance or possessions. I'm going to tell you a quick story about me growing up. When I had no intentions of becoming a pastor when I was 18 years old, graduated high school, I went and got my first degree in computer science. And I was making bukus of money. At 20 years old, with a bachelor's degree in computer science, I was an IT administrator for a big company in Millersville, Georgia. I was making $60K a year, only 20 years old. Man, I was loving it. But something kept pushing at me. Something kept pushing at me, being like, Chris, this isn't where you need to be. I wasn't happy. I was happy with the money. I wasn't happy. I didn't enjoy going into work. I didn't enjoy certain aspects of my job. And my girlfriend, who's now my wife, said, Chris, because we've been going to church and I was helping out the youth group, I was doing all kinds of things that day, I was even preaching. My wife said, Chris, I want you to go to seminary. And the pastor I was at, I want you to go to seminary. And seminary is a college for pastors. And you know what I did? I quit my job. And I went to seminary. I went to New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary in New Orleans, Louisiana. And I got my degree in theology. And theology is the study of wondering why we believe what we believe. I got a job as a youth pastor, making half of what I was making as an IT administrator. I was happy. I was happy. I didn't care about the money. As long as my needs and my bills were taken care of, I was happy. See, a lot of times in this world, it's all about this. Why do we have people that have anxiety and depression and all these other kind of things? It's because they think, that's not the only reason why. They think that this is what makes you happy.
It's kind of like the prodigal son a bit, and like when he wanted everything, it's like that, you know?
You're catching the drift. I like that. Yeah, I like that. You are exactly right. Family mattered more to the father than money did.
That's true.
So, Jesus uses the word possessions. It means land in the original language. Jesus probably knew this man's inheritance was farmland, but he didn't get as much as he wanted. He didn't win the lottery, and he was mad about it. And yes, let's just face it, if your brother or sister gets more than you do, you get jealous, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well, some people do.
Because sometimes God may have a benefit even.
Well, not everybody thinks of it in that point. You see, sometimes we get jealous. And now it's very easy to quickly criticize him, but most of us probably understand him because it's hard to relinquish control and hand your problems over to God. Yet Jesus prayed, not my will, but your will be done. And Luke contrasts this man and Jesus. This man would not pray, your will be done. Grief compelled him to ask Jesus to fix his brother. He couldn't see through the fog. 2 prayers. God, fix him so I can be at peace, or God, fix me so my expectations don't control love and peace. Greed did not blind Jesus. And it doesn't have to blind us if we follow him. The lesson shows us how greed wants everyone else to change, but sometimes it's us that needs to change. Sometimes we have to be willing to change. Now, yes, I'm 42 years old.
You got good 3 foot.
I appreciate that, brother.
Beautiful.
But this knee doesn't agree with me, as you know. I am not up to date on the modern lingo of what everybody talks about. My son is 15. I learned a lot of it from him, and I learned a lot from the teenagers over at Manchester High School. But I feel old. I have to realize that my way of thinking and my way of the way my parents brought me up isn't necessarily how everybody else was. When I was in Nicaragua, people were living in tin shacks. Guess what I did? I brought solar panels from the